there was a fire. The kind of pub that would feature on a Danny Dyer documentary.
Excellent work.
Yeah, can you like...
That's my kind of place.
Britain's worst, bastard pubs, that kind of thing.
With me, who never went near it.
No, I ain't been in yet. No, this is all CGI stuff. I'm actually from Surrey, but that's the kind of place it was. The front door was a metal grill where it had been kicked down by the police.
Nice.
So anyway,
Always possible.
I went in, and it was all decked out like a boxing ring. There were ropes, there were cushions, really badly done.
Yeah.
Sort of done in the 70s and just left to rot. So on the walls there were gloves hanging, there were shorts, pads, that kind of thing. Just weird spaces, like faded spaces on the wall where obviously there used to be something that had been ripped down to use as a weapon.
Like next gen from Rocky.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I was hoping that people actually rip things off the wall to throw at Danny Dyer. But anyway, I walked in there. I was with my girlfriend at the time who'd driven me, and I approached the barman, really, really gruff-looking man. Now, I've got to say, that in the face of the working class, I don't really get on their level. I can't go, all right, mate, pint of best, please. Yeah, see the match? Can't do it. So I walked in and just sort of like,
That's not you, is it?
Evening, mega man. I'm here performing in a comedy show. Can you tell me where that bloody well is? I want to set up. And so obviously it didn't go down very well. He just sort of turned to me and went just really straight, really aggressively. You a comedian? Yeah, just an arm. Yeah. Is that why I'm pissing myself? Really? And I did my use in the face of sort of brutishness. I've got this sort of middle class reaction, which is just to go,
Nice.
yeah. So I did that with Americans as well. Sort of change. Americans and Canadians have become more English. It's sort of like I'm suddenly interested in drinking tea. It's sort of the idea of going to Starbucks with an American is sickening. You've got this all the time. We must go to Betty's. We must go to Betty's. But anyway, I saw Agraman, Agraman. I can never say his name. And he went, oh come on, Howard, yeah, it's upstairs. So he took me upstairs into this little room above the pub. Imagine a nursery school hall. Like a tiny, basically no bigger than this room, a tiny little room where you could fit about 10 nursery school children. It was that kind of room, but with a stage on one side of it, the kind of stage that Chuckle Brothers would perform in the 70s. Almost a kind of pantomime stage. 2 feet off the floor, made out of wood panels, shabby sort of glitter curtains, a glitter curtain at the back, that kind of thing. A sort of, hey, it's quality entertainment. So that kind of, that was the stage. About 8 feet wide, 4 feet deep. And it had a massive hole in the middle. As if a light, no, but it's just like a light had fallen, smashed through, splinters, all the wood was split, big hole in the middle of the stage. Yeah, but Agraman went, oh yeah, watch out for that. I think there's live wires down there. Middle of the stage, and I went, all right, wow, did that happen today or last night or something? No one's fixed it. He went, no, it happened about a year ago. No one else. So it means you could not stand in the middle of the stage. Okay. You can only stand to the side. So to watch anyone perform on this stage, you'd imagine they've got like 3 invisible people with them on stage. So anyway, that's fair enough. Other acts were there. I met the other actors who were sort of waiting to start. Really nice guys, I remember, mostly older than me. There was nobody famous. It wasn't that kind of, there was no sort of great stand-up comedians there. And I thought, all right, great. This is obviously new acts. This is a chance for people to sort of practice their art, experimental, avant-garde stuff. Really my kind of gig. No. I was the only comedian. Everyone else was either a juggler, a singer, or a plate spinner. Wow. This wasn't a comedy club. He got me in for a gig. It wasn't a comedy club. So I said to him, am I the only comedian? He went, oh yeah, this is a variety night. Now I'm sorry, variety can only be guaranteed to be good if it's got the word royal in front of it. Only then you guarantee something to be good. Even then it's like, hit and miss.
It's funny that it's a Chinese acrobat.
Good if you're on mushrooms or something like that. So this wasn't a comedy show. But okay, that's fine. And about 8 o'clock, Agraman said to us all, all right, lads, we'll get started. And I said to him, well, shouldn't we wait for the audience to turn up and get rid of these yobs that are just sat in the space drinking beer? He went, no, that's your audience. There was 17 individuals. I remember that, exactly 17. I would like to say all men. It's hard to tell in all. It really is. But they were all pint drinking, angry. In those days you could smoke in pubs. The air already was like being inside a power station. It was that smoky that at 8 o'clock it had just started. So I thought, oh well, this is going to go really well, because you see, at my time of the month, at that time my comedy persona was a self-proclaimed musical genius.
Right,
I had a
okay.
keyboard and I sang, although I can't sing, nor can I play the keyboard. So I'd press the demo button and sing along. I've got songs about Stigmata and psychic spiders and stuff. I'm sort of thinking about getting them out for the live show, but that's so past. That's so 2005. But it's a very aggressive persona. I'm not really like that anymore. You pair of idiots! No. But I just kind of, it just sort of think, if I was interrupted on stage, if I was heckled, I would just shout back, shut up! You wouldn't interrupt Mozart, would you? It's that kind of sort of thing.
Yeah.
So people came on, you know, the jugglers, the singers. It was all quite entertaining. The audience were obviously just there to get drunk, see something vaguely amusing, and chat to their mates about fighting and punching people with degrees, basically. And pit bulls, yeah, they like that, don't they? Savage bull terriers, those kind of things. I went on, did my set, started off, you know, the demo thing, singing along, no laughs at all.
Okay.
It's quite I thought it was quite a funny set. It always went down really well in York, it always went down really well in Manchester, obviously not going down here. Now, instead of just accepting that, instead of just thinking, this is not my crowd, do your thing, get on, make your contacts. No, I got really, really angry. Again, the snobbishness kicked in, and I was thinking, no, this is funny, you're wrong! You're the ones that don't get irony! So I started to become really abusive with them, because I get a tendency to be annoyed with people who don't automatically agree with my ideas. Like if I was to say to you, Steve, I want to sort of advertise the podcast by buying a hang glider, painting Aurally Fixated on the wings and flying over Parliament and weeing on them or something. And if you ever went, I go, no, Steve, it's a brilliant idea. It's like kind of, so I got really, really angry. I thought, well, this is a disastrous gig.
I think this is why I'm doing most of the promotion.
Yeah. I've already ordered the hang glider, actually. It's purple and everything. And this is a disastrous gig. But there's no one in this crowd important enough that I have to impress, because I came to the conclusion, Aggerman's obviously not where he used to be, I don't have to impress him to get other gigs. So I just thought, right, whatever I do now, it doesn't have to be funny, it can just be fun for me. And as soon as I had a radio mic, I just took the radio mic, jumped off the stage, sat in the audience amongst them, actually sat at a table next to one of these guys, and just sort of said, here's an impression, and I just shouted at the empty stage, "Make me laugh, you bastards!" And I just continued, that's you, that is, that's you. And they were sort of shouting and started booing. So I turned to the stage and booed as well. Boo, get off, you stupid bugger! So I started actually, and every time they shouted something like, they say, "Oh, what are you doing, you idiot?" I go, yeah, what are you doing, you idiot? To the crowd. Which the guy actually sat next to was so embarrassed and a bit scared, he just stared at the stage. like he was actually watching this invisible performer that we were all booing. So I did that for a little bit. They were all saying, "Yeah, this is crap." And I'd be going, "Yeah, you're right. This is crap. Stupid idiot, bastard, bruh." Doing that for a little bit. It lasted about 5 minutes, which on stage is a hell of a long time. It dragged on. And then I thought, right, I'm going to have to start getting real. I'm going to have to do a critique of the city. This needs substance. So I shouted out, "Entertainers, then we're all from Hull, and the only thing we've got is the deep. And I'm bored of repeatedly masturbating into those fish tanks." Which they all really, really got quite angry. One guy, probably, he must have been in his mid-70s, stood up, still hard as nails, stood up and went, "Right, I'll do this." He got on the stage as if he was going to carry on the act, but fell down the fucking hole. Straight down. All I heard was crack, thud. His foot went in, his knee cracked on the stage. Really quite a scary moment. Everyone just panicked. Aggerman jumped on stage to help him, helped him out of the hole. Obviously there might be live wires down there. So he's pulling this poor old man out of the stage. All the other acts were on stage to help him. Everyone around me sort of jumped up because they were all mates. They were all saying, "Oh, Jeff, what's wrong? So they came round, and so I'm just sort of, suddenly my enthusiasm for being sort of, for the anarchy, it left all of a sudden. And as they were helping this guy off, and my voice is going now, to this day I don't know whether he broke his leg or not. It sounded like it was such a crack, he probably broke his leg, I have no idea. But they sort of took him off and they sat him down, and Aggerman came over to me and went, "Yeah, that's probably it." And I said, "Oh, you mean my set?" And he went, "No, for the night, get your keyboard and go now." But he wasn't doing it in a sort of, "Right, you're crap, get out." He was genuinely frightened for me. And I thought, right, this is bad. So I quickly, with my girlfriend at the time, got the keyboard, got all the wires and everything, and just left, pelted down the stairs. As I was going down the stairs, fortunately my girlfriend was carrying the keyboard, so it didn't look like I was coming from a gig. Someone was running up